In the silence of the morning, the sun awakens and opens the world in colors. Each ray is a hug, a promise, and life dances to the sound of the winds. Beautiful life, how beautiful you are. Woven into threads of hope and stars. Every day is a gift, every day is a gift, to paint with love and laughter. On the roads we find stories, steps that intersect, dreams that intertwine. And in the gaze of the stranger, we find pieces of ourselves. Beautiful life, how beautiful you are. Woven into threads of hope and stars. Every day is a gift.
Hello,
Every
squirrel.
day is a gift, to paint
You're a
with
friendly
love
one,
and
huh?
laughter. Sometimes we stumble over thorns, but they are the ones who teach us to value flowers. And when the rain falls, washing away our sorrows, we learn that the rainbow always comes later.
What you doing? I'm coming. I'm coming in there, you little lammy. Get you. I go get you. I go get you. What are you doing? Don't be eating stuff. There's nothing to eat out here. Hey, what are you getting in? Mud. He's such a boy. Such a boy you are.
Beautiful life, you are the song that never says goodbye.
Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to another daily vlog. So today I'm just gonna touch the hair up and of course do some makeup. I did put some lip gloss on. I think it might be a lip plumper because it had that little sting when I put it on, and I guess they do look kind of plumpy. So there's that. So let's get to this. I already have this heated up, but let me get a drink of water. I like to try to keep my voice as clear as possible. That's why I bring my water in with me. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to touch this up a little, so with the waver, I've decided to call it. Oh, I'm going to go this way this time. So how is everybody? I don't know if I asked yet. Let me know down in the comments. How is your day? What are you guys up to today? So I'm doing okay. I'm still flaring, but getting by. Today I'm taking it a little slower. I'm very late with this get ready with me because I just kind of rested already today. After I took Vito out and everything, I just came back in. I was actually editing the clips from earlier of outside. I like to get at least a minute, like I said, of the sky, what it looks like today. Now it's gloomier than when I was out there before. So yeah, we're just touching this up. I did this yesterday, but of course, sleeping on it kind of smushed it a little, so we're just gonna give it a little touch up. Let these cool before you run your fingers through them so that it holds. But yeah, I did not get the pictures done yet that I was saying yesterday. So maybe I'll do that today because I just got so busy yesterday with cleaning the kitchen and while I was cooking in that, and then after we ate I had to finish that up. So I did stay busy all day, so there was just no time for that yesterday. But I have to remember to show you guys the leaf that we pressed. I haven't even looked at it, so I'm excited to see it. And I have some more little baby leaves I want to press that I'll show you guys from my strawberry plant that's out on the deck. The leaves just turned so pretty in the fall. So yesterday or the day before, I plucked a few off other way and brought them in and stuck them under a figurine that I have in the living room, and I completely forgot about them, but that's okay because that'll make today's video a little more exciting. So I'll show you guys that, or those. And yeah, you know I'm having leftovers for dinner, so there's no cooking today. But I do have to do some laundry. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. I have to catch up on some laundry. I have not done any in a while. So there's a lot. Oh, I found this blanket. I can't really keep it there though all the time, except maybe during these vlogs, because the dog, you know how he does that scratching on the bed, like, and then he rolls on it and tries to get cozy. Well, he tries to do that to blankets like this, and it will snag them. So I can't leave that out all the time. But I have the bedroom door closed right now. But I'm telling you, if he came in here and saw that, he would start tearing at it just because it's a new blanket. And he wants to get his stink all over it. He don't stink. I mean, he's like any other dog, but he does have a faint smell of skunk, so yeah, I guess he does stink. I don't know if I told you guys, he got sprayed. Crazy guy. There was a skunk underneath the swing that's in the backyard, and it was late and it was dark and I didn't see it, and he did. And when I saw that something had his eye, I followed his eye and seen what he was looking at, and sure enough, it was a skunk. So I started calmly saying, Vito, no, Vito, no, come here, Vito. And not too loud. I didn't want to scare the skunk and have it spray. But Vito just kept creeping up to the skunk. And so then I went down in the yard and started trying to coax Vito towards me. And then the skunk started walking away, and its tail was up, but I couldn't tell if it sprayed or not. So I picked Vito up so that he wouldn't chase it, because I don't know if the skunk I don't know what he would have did to it. I think he thought it was a cat, and he likes cats. But he didn't make a peep the whole time. He didn't bark. He might have growled a little bit, like a muffled growl, but that was it. But yeah, so I grabbed him and started to bring him into the house, and I'm like, that skunk didn't get you, did it? And I sniffed him, and I was like, oh, he did get you. Vito, what are we gonna do? So luckily I had some Dawn dish soap, and I brought him right into the bathroom. I woke my husband up. I said, Vito just got sprayed by a skunk. And he goes, nuh-uh. I was like, oh yeah. And so he got my towel for Vito and everything. And we opened, it was chilly that night, but we opened all the windows because, of course, the whole house stunk as soon as I brought him in. But I'm glad that I acted so quickly, because the sooner you get that oil off of them, the better. So yeah, I lit a couple of candles, had all the windows open. I even turned the fan to the central air on so that it would blow everything in the house out the windows. I put a comforter on the couch for him to lay on that night, and for a few nights he laid on it, and then I smelled it and I was like, oh, that stinks now. So I had to wash that with some of those scented beads. But yeah, it wasn't bad though. Nobody even knew. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law had never mentioned it. I was waiting to see if they would. Like, oh, did you smell that skunk? But they never even smelled it. So I wound up telling them, like, I don't know, it was like a week later maybe when I seen them. Ran into them outside, but so yeah, that's the skunk story with Vito. But then he went under that swing the next day, like during the day. You know how dogs like to roll in things, and they say it's like their cologne. I'm wondering if he likes the smell of skunk. Maybe he'll go after them more often. I hope not, because we sure don't like the smell, Vito. Turn this off and unplug it. Coffee. So I'm gonna let these cool. I should get this piece right here. Because I know that thing is still hot. Even though I unplugged it already. We used to have a beagle. His name was Jake. And he was so handsome. And he got sprayed by a skunk in his elder years. I was like, oh, that was a funny story too, because, well, more funny than this one. Because I was getting ready for work. I used to work at Mark's. It's a grocery slash wholesale store. But yeah, I was getting ready for work and he had to go potty, so I put him on his leash and hooked him to the railing in the front yard. We had a run for him in the backyard, but I didn't want to put him out there because it was late or early and it was still very dark out. In the front, we had street lights and stuff, so I figured he'd be safe up there. And next thing you know, I hear all this commotion, so I go running to the front door, and I see my beagle out in the middle of the front yard with the railing dragging behind him, the railing from the steps. He pulled it off of the cement. Like, he ripped it off and chased this little tiny skunk that had such a huge, huge stink. That was horrible. So he's out there barking, howling, making a ruckus at about 4:30 in the morning, or 5 in the morning, something like that, because I think I used to start work at 6 at that time. But so I go grab him, hoping that he doesn't attack this skunk and the skunk don't bite him, or vice versa. So I grabbed him, ran him in the house, woke the husband up once again and said, Jake just got sprayed by a skunk. So I said, I have to go to work. You have to take care of this. So he got up to give Jake his bath and everything. I went to work. I had a winter coat on, I remember, with the furry hood. And I walked past on the way to work, I noticed, and it was only a 6-minute drive from me. But on the way to work, I noticed that I might as well start some makeup while I'm yakking away. But I noticed I kept getting whiffs of skunk. So when I got to the store, and I worked in the cold cut counter, like a deli, but they called it a cold cut counter there. Something with insurance reasons. But anyways, so to get there, I have to walk through the whole store and through the warehouse to the back of the cold cut counter where the deli is, where the people come and order their lunch meats and whatnots. So I had to walk past. The store wasn't open yet. It was still early. And I was opening that day, so I was there before it opened. And I walked past my manager that was stocking shelves in the store. And I said, I'm going to walk past you. Tell me if you smell skunk. So I walked past him. He's like, no, I don't smell nothing. And I told him, okay, because my dog got sprayed by a skunk and I thought I smelled it on the way here, on me still. So he said, no, you're good. So I walked through the warehouse. Now we could kind of get these curls straightened out a little. So I walk through the warehouse, start my work, and I get a phone call. Oh, here it is. My manager said, Sherry, the whole warehouse smells like a skunk. You have to go home. I was so embarrassed. But I did try. I walked past my manager and said, hey, do I stink? I'm going to try this one today. And he said no. But anyways, yeah, I had to go home and wash every piece of clothing, even in my drawers. Like, the smell was so pungent in the house. And I remember in that house, we rented there too. And the dining room windows didn't open. The front room windows didn't open. The only windows that opened were the kitchen and the bedrooms. But, so I had to go home and wash I'm going to work with this palette today. I've had this one for a long time. But I haven't used it in a while. So yeah, I had to wash, get special laundry aids and things. Oh, it was a mess. But funny story, right? That beagle. I felt bad though because he was elder already and he went all those years never getting sprayed or nothing by a skunk. And then his last couple years, I remember his ear blew up like a balloon, you know, because beagles have the big cute ears. And in the last couple years of his life, this happened to him one time. And so I took him to the vet and they said, we recommend to just leave it. So, I mean, let me show you. So say his normal width of his ear is like this. It blew up like this. It looked like a big bubble hanging off of his poor little head. And oh, I felt so bad. I don't know how it happened, but it's just something, you could look it up. It's something that happens with dogs like that, with the big floppy ears. But, oh, I want to go in with, I want a blue today. So, that one don't have any blue. Let's go in with this one. I don't know. I wanted more of a navy blue. Let's go with this sparkly. Let's do a smoky smoke look. Alright, now what I want to do is make a little pop of color. I'm going to use my finger or a little pop of glitter. We like a shimmer and a glitter. Let's try the blue for an eyeliner. Okay, yes, I like it. Okay, eyebrows. Let's brush them out first. And then this is just one of those little, you turn it and it comes up. And I don't push down too hard with this because it'll be too dark for me then. These are little butterflies for something different. Then we need a necklace. Let's do my great aunt's dragonfly. Okay, so that's that. Let's put this stuff away. Drink a coffee. So yeah, today, the rest of the day, I'm going to do some laundry. I'm going to eat my leftover dinner. And I'm going to do the leaves with you guys. And I don't know if I'm going to do it with you guys, but I'm going to get to wrapping those pictures on the wall. Oh yeah, one thing that was really cool, but I don't have enough, I don't think. You could wallpaper like a corner of your room. Nina did that. My friend Nina did that one time. And it was like a shiny wrapping paper. And you just tape it to your wall. And it was shiny and Christmassy. And then when she had her tree over there in that corner, so she did the whole corner, put the tree there, and it just shimmered off of that foily type shiny wrapping paper. It was so beautiful. Thought about, wrapping my walls with some wrapping paper, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I might just do the pictures though. See how that looks. Okay, here's the finished look. Okay, so finished look. I just have on this long sleeve type t-shirt that's kind of tie-dyed. And then I put on my, I don't know if this is the best necklace to go with this shirt, but, and then I just have on some gray leggings and of course the sparkle slippers. But yeah, so I need to get this laundry started too. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Vito's got the right idea. Yeah, we're just sitting here in the living room, relaxing. The hubby's going to bed. It looks like the dog is too. So, yep, he just found his cozy spot. And then he'll be whining in a minute for me to cover him up. But yeah, I was just watching some ice skating. So yeah, I'm just gonna cozy up and enjoy my alone time now, I guess. Hello, my beautiful friends. So, I was gonna do the leaves and the pictures in the bedroom, and my husband decided he's going to bed early tonight, which he does sometimes. So it's a little bit after 9, so that's fine. We can do that tomorrow. I did notice this video is pretty long with the get ready with me and the skunk stories with the dogs. So I hope you enjoyed today's vlog and my wonderful skunk stories. And I hope you got a laugh out of them, if anything. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow, bright and early. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.